like it. I'll have to test this out. Let's talk. All right, let's get to it. What should I strengthen? I'll handle it. I'll handle it. How about that? Always aim for the top. Come back sometime.
Oh no.
Welcome! Appreciate the support! Hello there.
Mother said she would bring us salvation. It was a glorious message, and for that she gained a devoted following. As for me, how could I doubt the woman who pulled me from the fiery wreck, who raised me as her own? I thought that together we would save the Sky Realm, even if it meant cutting down any who opposed us. But over time, the sacrifices began to mount. I struggled. My reason battled with my heart, which battled with my conscience. Mother was pure and righteous, but to sacrifice the entire Sky Realm... No. She just lost her way for a bit. She'd wake up one day and see she had strayed. As her child, as her defender, I wanted to believe that she'd change for me. Even at the very end, when I was forced to turn my sword on her, I was praying for an alternative. Any alternative. But she would not repent. And I was confronted with the full force of the atrocities I'd committed in Avia's name. But there was one light left to guide me.
Just follow your heart. It might lead you to scary places, but at least you'll know you're being true to yourself.
Thank you, Lyria. If you hadn't reminded me of my own strength, I'd still be in the dark following Lilith. I swear to you that I will fix even more than I destroyed. And one day, perhaps I will be worthy of your forgiveness. 15 years ago, Dolly fell prey to a violent catastrophe. One that still lives etched in my mind. There was an explosion. Immense and sudden. My home went up in flames, and with it the only life I had ever known. People were fleeing and dying in all directions. The air was filled with screams and the smell of burning. Then I heard it. The soul-piercing roar of a dragon. My short life should have come to an end that day. Except...
Shh. It's okay. Let me be the one to save you.
salvation came in the form of a kind woman. Her name was Lilith, prophet of the pilgrims of Avia. From that day forth, she was both my mother and mentor. I worshipped her. And the thing about devotion is, it makes you blind. Mother had followers in the hundreds, thousands, and my simple child's mind thought, well, if this many people have faith in her, she has to be good, right? I wanted desperately to be of use to her. So I trained to be the perfect guardian.
Young Id, one day you shall be as mighty as I.
General Galanza taught me how to fight.
You wouldn't want the other pilgrims saying you're riding your mother's coattails, would you? Then you must prove yourself.
General Magliel taught me why we fight. Her training was harsh, but that's how I acquired the makings of a general. All effort, no nepotism. Finally, I had some value to Mother. Her sharpest sword. I never felt happier or more accomplished. I thought we were going to save the Sky Realm. The naivete of it all. 15 years ago, Dolly fell prey to a violent catastrophe. One that still lives etched in my mind. There was an explosion. Then, I heard it. My short life should have...
It's okay.
Salvation came. From that day forth, Mother had followers. I wanted...
Young Id, one day you shall be as...
General Galanza.
You wouldn't want the other pilgrims saying you're...
General Magliel. Training was harsh. Finally, I thought the naivete. After we captured the Shaman of Salvation for Lilith's cause, I was assigned to be the girl's keeper. That made me enemy number 1 to the Grand Cypher's crew. Every time I took Lyria to a primal beast altar, they'd be there, and we'd fight. I mean, there was a time or two we had to cooperate to prevent widespread calamity. That's beside the point. They were standing in the way of Lilith's mission, opening a path to the Promised Land to Astalucia, and bringing salvation to all Sky Dwellers. Salvation. It's a powerful word in a messed up world like ours. I wonder everyone got roped in by her lies. Lilith was no more than an astral desperate to return to her home dimension, and she would have sacrificed the whole Sky Realm to do it. I tried to reason with her. Might as well have asked an avalanche to change course. So I turned to prayer. But what are hopes and belief without action? So left with no other choice, I joined the crew of the Grand Cypher to dispatch my own mother. But I never could have foreseen what would happen next. Lilith did something, and freed a monster from within me. The dragon I'd seen the day Dolly burned, with wings so vast they overshadowed all of Sega Grande. Bahamut Versa. But then I learned, Bahamut didn't cause the Dolly calamity. It had come to stop it. It was Lilith who killed my family and razed my home. She'd only let me live for one reason. She needed a vessel to seal the dragon in, and I was conveniently nearby. She'd raised me to win my loyalty and protect herself from the god of destruction now living inside me. But when I stopped being of use to her, she abandoned me and let me turn into Bahamut. I don't know how to describe the feeling of flesh melting into scales, of fire filling your stomach. All human warmth, human blood seemed to rush from my veins, and it was replaced by an overwhelming urge to destroy. It was like being swept away in a torrent. Any attempt to fight it only made the suffering worse. I was so tempted to give in. But the crew wouldn't let me. Apparently, the captain was sure I wouldn't lose my soul battle with Bahamut. So to help me along, they decided to beat on the dragon from the outside until he coughed me up. Yeah, not the most elaborate plan. But it worked. The whole time they were fighting, they called my name, and the sound of their voices brought me back. I split myself from Bahamut, then joined the crew to take it down. We had our losses, though. Bahamut hit me and the captain with a blow that sent us hurtling into another dimension. A man named Roland dove in to save us, sacrificing himself along the way. And that's how we came back to Folca without him. Roland used to be the local Mr. Fix-It, by the way. And I took up that mantle. I owed him that much, and I figured it'd be a first step in making amends.
Have a nice day.
Hey, it's everyone's favorite crew. Perfect timing, as usual. Truth is, I just put out an urgent cry for help. We got a caravan strong-armed by goblins in Skyworm Valley. I'm looking for folks to beat off the half-beasts and retrieve the stolen goods. Might be a tough battle, but think you can head out now?
Yeah.
Knew I could count on you. Take care of yourselves, you hear?
Today's its Big Fixer-Upper debut. Let's all do our best to help him.
Find the goblins, recover the supplies. Sounds simple enough.
It will be. Combat's your forte, isn't it?
What's this?
And there's our gobbers.
I'll make this quick.
Yes!
Attack!
Could have gone better.
We'll get you to smile someday! I'll finish this! Well done!
No!
Look out! Here comes the backup brigade!
We'll manage. Keep picking them off.
Dang, Ed. Glad you're on our side now. This is a cakewalk.
Good job. You hear that?
More alike than I'd care to admit.
That's that. Let's grab the stuff and get out of here.
This should be it. Let's move on.
Something's watching us. Stay sharp.
More goblins. But they shouldn't be much of a threat.
I don't know. Kind of weird they're attacking with such a small band.
Agreed. Though I don't sense reinforcements.
Not bad.
Right? We did well.
Let's just focus on the path ahead.
The Wyvern! It's called Skyward Valley for a reason. Brace yourselves, everyone!
Sure explains why there weren't many goblins.
No, local goblins should know how to defend themselves against wyverns. Must be more at stake.
Come on!
Take care of the flying
handle
lizard,
another,
but
surely?
no
But of
sight of the
course.
stuff we came for.
We'll just have to keep looking. Let's go.
Do you guys ever wonder how Roland
Let's
was
see.
handling all these quests by himself?
Don't
He
mind if I
certainly
do.
has a knack for them, doesn't he? You really can leave it to Mr. Fix-It.
Hey, did you guys see that? Something big just flew by.
Not part of the brief, not part of our problem.
Looks useful. Another goblin. Let's take it out before it notices us. Huh. Okay.
The
Winter Flame!
More of them. Here they come.
Something's wrong. They're all running, but not from us.
Doesn't matter. We came here to do one thing. Destroy them.
Light wall.
Sure.
Cut them down.
Top of your form as always.
I can't afford to slack.
Another Goblin man? What gives? I don't know, but it looks like our hunch was right. How's that? Get them!
Understood.
Get at me! Hello!
That was the last. Let's retrieve the supply.
That's 2 of 3 accounted for. So now we should have just one more.
Didn't know you were such a poet. That wasn't half bad.
Oh, Catalina! You sounded just like Piero.
Wait, no, my sense of humor is far less popular.
I don't get it. Was something humorous just now?
Oh, it's nothing, Id.
Not bad.
Don't break your brain over a little joke.
What joke?
All right, enough messing around. There's the last supply pack.
We have to take out these goblins first.
You got it!
What was that? Stay alert!
No way! Nobody said anything about a griffin!
Now, this explains why the goblins were fleeing. No one wants to be griffin lunch.
Wasn't in the request. Can't have it stirring up any more monsters. In which case, let him take it down.
Hey, now you're starting to sound like a real Mr. Fix-It.
All together now! It's alive! Catalina!
For the pack!
Fall down!
Captain!
My turn now! Tempest play!
Got the egg! Keep it up and the day will be ours!
There's no telling what it can do with this fast form.
We've worn it down. A few more shots and Third Brains is done.
Nice follow
Nice.
On to
On
the
its last
Not good! Proceed with caution!
It's going to charge! Get out of its path!
Catalina?
Hit. Miss me. Hit. Miss me. Hit.
Are you injured?
Good timing.
Did it! That sure was an adventure.
Mission, quest complete. Now to bring the items back to the client.
Yeesh, you're all business, huh?
Go easy on him. He's still new to all this.